My name's Cady. I'm a coach. I'm the creator of Compass Cards, which is a self-coaching tool. And my mission is to support people in their journey home to themselves. If that sounds like something that you could use a little bit more of, let's hang. Today's tool is one that I like to call the Room Full of Strangers tool. And the Room Full of Strangers tool is a beautiful tool to use when you feel alone, when you feel disconnected from the world, when you feel unloved, unsupported, and you could fall off the face of the earth and nobody would care or notice, and that maybe that might be better. Let's begin with just by acknowledging and saying, 1, I've been there, it's a painful place to be, and my heart goes out to you. 2, this is a beautiful tool to help you shift your frame of mind and to just sort of reconnect and feel a little bit more like yourself. It is not here to do the deeper work. If that's a place that you hang out in often, please take care of yourself in the best way you know how. Do this with me, see how you feel, and let's see if we can kind of just keep going in this journey to really let your system know that it is loved, it's supported, it belongs to something bigger than itself, whether or not you feel it right now. What you are experiencing is a feeling, and feelings pass. There might be layers of truth to it, but it is not the ultimate truth. Beginning the tool, step 1 is I'm gonna have you close your eyes. And if you're not in a private space, you can just go in that private space in your mind. And however you do it, I would love for you to really connect with your own pain. Get in there. Scan your body, drop in, and feel into what it feels like to feel so alone and so disconnected from the world. When you get there, I want you to go ahead and move on to step 2, which is opening your eyes and looking around the room. Just begin to notice different objects in your room. We're going to play a little game of I Spy. Right now, I spy a desk, a chair, a lamp, a plant, a rug, a thrifted chair, a picture that my aunt took, more plants, a blanket, this shirt. Please take what I do and then play with the other things that you just noticed, okay? So for step 3, if you will, let's just ask some questions. Who made this? Did you make it? To have this get to me took thousands and thousands of people and tons of conversations just to bring this technology to me. Look at this sweatshirt. My cousin wrote this book, she designed this, but she didn't make the sweatshirt. She didn't even make the fabric. And I don't know what you're wearing. I don't know if you actually make your own clothes or if you didn't. Most of us don't. Did you grow the plants that created the stuff that made the fabric? No? If you bought your shirt, well, who made that for you? This was an idea in somebody's head. Before this was even my cousin's thought, this blue fabric was a thought in somebody's head. And that somebody had to go through life and work with a factory and with different people, and they had to connect and do all sorts of different things and probably go through different rounds of approval just to bring this through so many different chains to my cousin to have an idea and to get to me. And even to get to me, this thing had to be shipped. And people I will never meet in my entire life did so many tiny things so that I can have something really comfortable to cover my skin. And if you're inside right now, people you probably never met, again, unless you're in a house that you built yourself or if you're outside, people you never met poured love and energy and a silly amount of attention to put a roof over your head and to make sure that there's water running through the walls so that you can stay hydrated. If you've got modern plumbing, you might have a toilet. People did that for you. And if we want to go deeper, which we do, because that's what we're doing, you can call it step 4 if you want to, those people were raised by people. These are the sons and daughters and children of complete strangers. I mean, it is mind-numbing how many things there are in your room right now, or even from where you're sitting outside. And so I want you to take this idea and just go bananas. I really, really, really want you to blow this up until you're crying or connected to a very, very, very empathetic place. Because if you want to go even deeper, which we do, all of the people who contributed all of these different things have dreams just like you. They've felt lonely. They've had bad days. They've had amazing days. They've smiled. They've laughed. they've cried, they've had a bad night's sleep, they've felt humiliated. Even though you're feeling really alone right now and you feel really disconnected, man, look at how loved you are. Look at all the people who did so many things so that you can live this beautiful life. And if you don't like the stuff you're surrounded by and you think it's all garbage, well, let's just play with this idea. You're alive. If you really don't feel loved, sit with the idea that somebody cared about you enough to feed you. Even if it wasn't for forever, you're like, but I was hungry. You're alive. Somebody made sure that you got an education. Somebody loved you enough to make sure that you were fed. Hang out there for a bit, because life is not a solo journey. It really is a team sport. And if you are in a position to be able to watch this content, you did not get here alone. You did not just wind up in front of a screen because you've been sitting in the middle of nowhere. I want you to keep going with this tool until you dismantle all of your own BS and just blast through those walls of disconnection, because the fact of the matter is, purely due to the nature of you existing, it just implies that you're connected. You can try as hard as you want. You cannot be separate from the whole. You are built to take up space. You're built to be here. You belong. This is the Room Full of Strangers tool. Let your mind run in a purposeful, intentional way until you're sitting in some state of empathy or wonder or tears or connection or what have you. And go ahead and notice the shift. So step 5 would be, take a moment right now, catalog how you're feeling, and notice if it's different. And then what I would offer as that next step would be to notice the shift. And the important thing about noticing the shift is that you created that for yourself just by changing your mind. And if you want to really take it one step further, which I'm confident that you do, ask yourself what's shifted and what's possible here. You're going to create a new elevated trajectory for yourself that puts you on a completely different path. So I hope that helped. Again, my name is Cady Macon. I believe in you. Bye.